So the Resident Evil 4 Remake just released, and it has a lot of fans wondering what will be next for the series. Will it be Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Revelations 3, or maybe even a Resident Evil 5 or Code Veronica remake? Well, that's what I'll be discussing today. I'll be going over games, movies, and TV show adaptations, and I'll only be talking about the next 2 to 4 years or so. And before we get into the video, if you guys could please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, as I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And I will also be doing a giveaway once I hit 2,000 subscribers, where there will be 3 winners that will each win a free $50 gift card to any online store of their choice. And all you need to do to enter is hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And now, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So with the RE4 Remake having just released, it's unlikely that we'll be seeing any new games until at least 2024, but we will be seeing a new CG movie this July titled Resident Evil Death Island, which will star Leon, Chris, Claire, Jill, and Rebecca all as the main characters in the movie, and it looks pretty awesome so far, but we've only gotten a couple trailers, and aside from everything that the trailers revealed, we don't really know much about the movie except that it takes place in 2015 and it's a direct sequel to Resident Evil Vendetta. And next in line to be released would be the Resident Evil 4 Remake Separate Ways DLC, which has already been confirmed and will most likely be announced at this year's Summer Games Fest in June. And the story will follow Ada and everything that she was doing during the events of Resident Evil 4, and possibly even a little bit more than that. And simultaneously with the release of the Separate Ways DLC, we will be getting 2 additional characters in the Mercenaries mode, which will be Ada and Wesker, and we will also be getting 1 additional map for the Mercenaries mode known as the Docks. And this is all we know for sure that will be released anytime soon, but a lot of fans have been speculating that we will also see a second DLC for the Resident Evil 4 Remake that will be Operation Javier, and it will follow the same story as Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles, which took place in 2002, where Leon and Krauser had to save a girl named Manuela Hidalgo, and they also have to kill a man named Javier Hidalgo in the process. And this is very likely to happen, and the chances are almost 100% that it will, unless Capcom chooses to remake The Dark Side Chronicles as its own game. And the next game in line would probably be the Resident Evil Switch exclusive game, which would be starring Rebecca Chambers and Leon Kennedy, which a lot of people confuse this game for Resident Evil Outrage, which got cancelled, but this is a totally different game, which is planned to be released sometime in the very near future, although we don't have any sort of release date yet. And it's highly likely that we'll be seeing either a Season 2 of Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, or Capcom will try one more time to make a TV show adaptation of the series. Cause as we know, Capcom just isn't the type of company to throw in the towel when they get criticized, as we saw with the Resident Evil 3 remake, and then they came back with the smash hit remake of RE4. Or how the Resident Evil live action movies were so heavily criticized, but then Capcom came back with the CGI movies and just hit it out of the park. So it's likely that we'll see Capcom take another swing at trying to have a successful Resident Evil TV show, and then we'll be seeing the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles movie. And before we go any further into the video, if you guys could please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, it would be greatly appreciated, as I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And it also automatically enters you into the giveaway that I will be doing once I hit 2,000 subscribers. And now, with all that being said, let's get back to the video, which will follow the story of the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles game, which is a pretty genius idea because that game has an amazing story that not a lot of people know about because it was exclusive to the Wii and PS3. So if Capcom plays their cards right with this Resident Evil movie, they could actually have their first massive critical success in the live action movie industry. And this isn't even all that's been confirmed yet, because in Q4 of 2024 we'll be receiving another Resident Evil game, with it being codenamed Resident Evil Hank. So there's actually 3 major possibilities of what this game could be, with number 1 having it be a game all about Hunk, which is what most people are predicting that it'll be, and probably the most exciting out of all these on the list, because Hunk is a very interesting character and he hasn't even had his own game yet except for Operation Raccoon City, where you didn't even get to play as him. And the second possibility is that it will be a Resident Evil 5 remake, since when the giant Capcom breach happened, there were no games titled the Resident Evil 5 remake, and it's very likely that one is in development. And the third and most likely choice on this list is that it will be a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake for the same reasons as the Resident Evil 5 remake, but it's more likely because the high demand for a remake of this game since several months before the release date of the RE4 remake. And next up, somewhere between 2025 and 2027, we'll probably see at least an announcement, if not an entire release of Resident Evil 9. And this game will probably take place right after Resident Evil Village, and the plot will probably be where Chris tries to find out why the BSAA is using bioweapons, and Jill Valentine will probably be involved in the story somehow. But anyway, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, and if there's any other Resident Evil games you would like to see, please be sure to leave it in the comments. And now with all that being said, that's about all we got for today, so see ya. Well, there you have it, guys, what to expect from the Resident Evil series going forward. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below to join the giveaway. And now with all that being said, I'll see you all on the next episode of Bagels Battles.